What's up, everybody? It's me, Melonie Mac here, and this video is important. This is a big deal, okay? This is a big heckin' deal to me as a Tomb Raider fan, and I was out at the store getting cat food, and as I was walking to my car, I'm checking my phone, just looking at Twitter casually, and I see that I've had multiple DMs from my friends in the Tomb Raider community, as well as just tweets in general, just tagging me on all this, and I knew this was important. I was like, what's going on? Let's see what it is. So they're like, we need your help. We're trying to spread awareness about this Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition and all this stuff. So I get in my car. I get home as fast as I can. I've got Britney blasting on the radio. I was ready to take the call, and I hope that a lot of you are ready to take the call as well, because we really have to build some awareness on this to have our voices heard and to hopefully be able to play a build of this. It's a big heckin' deal. I got here, I filmed a whole entire video, and then I realized my mic wasn't plugged in, so here's take two. I'm gonna explain a lot more of this by reading through Tomb of Ashes' post about it, but I feel like I have to give a little bit of a history lesson first for those who are not a part of the Tomb Raider community, or maybe you're a newer fan of the Tomb Raider games, or maybe you're just a gamer in general and you've played Tomb Raider casually or haven't played at all and you're just like, what's going on? So basically, to just try to streamline this description of what's going on, okay? Tomb Raider was created and developed by Core Design, right? So Core Design is a company that developed Tomb Raider. And they created Tomb Raider games from the first one all the way up until Angel of Darkness. And when Angel of Darkness did not succeed as it needed to, then the publisher, who at the time was Eidos Interactive, they ended up handing Tomb Raider off to their sister company, Crystal Dynamics, and Core Design was essentially fired at that point. They had their franchise ripped away from them. So now Eidos Interactive, now they're not even the publisher, it's Square Enix now. So Tomb Raider has seen many hands, but from that point onward, after Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, which came out in 2003, then Crystal Dynamics is now, they're pretty much the boss. What they say goes, you know? I mean, what Square Enix says goes, but they pretty much are letting Crystal Dynamics do their thing for the most part, to my knowledge. So, by the time Crystal Dynamics got a hold of the Tomb Raider franchise, they were approaching their 10-year anniversary. Tomb Raider 1 came out in 1996. So, at the time, what was happening was Core Design was still going to be contracted to make the anniversary edition of Tomb Raider 1. It's just like a special anniversary edition remake of Tomb Raider 1, right? So what happened was they were working on that, and Crystal Dynamics decided, you know what, never mind, we're going to make the anniversary game for Tomb Raider. So they did just that, and that's known as Tomb Raider Anniversary. So the Tomb Raider Anniversary edition by Core Design got scrapped. We have trailers that have been shared and have been adored by fans, and we've been dying to play it at some capacity, but alas, it never happened. Now, Tomb Raider Anniversary happened instead, and that came out in 2007. Now, you may be saying, why do you care about this Core Design Anniversary Edition when you already have Tomb Raider Anniversary? And I'm going to tell you the reason why is because they're different. And now, while they are remakes of Tomb Raider 1, Crystal Dynamics' Tomb Raider Anniversary is more so their spin on it, okay? So it's a streamlined spin on Tomb Raider 1. It essentially has the same levels, the same story, essentially, that they've changed. They've made some changes too. But, you know, it's essentially, the way that it plays, though, is more along the lines of, like, Tomb Raider Legend. And so it's their version. It's their game with a Tomb Raider 1 skin on it, which is cool. It's fun. It was fun to be able to experience a Tomb Raider 1 in a more streamlined way, okay? That was fun, and I appreciate it, and it's a fun game. However, a lot of us still want to play Tomb Raider, a remake of Tomb Raider 1, in a way that feels like Tomb Raider 1, and that's a lot more of a authentic, accurate representation, right? And that's what we were going to get with Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition. Now, they still had some mechanics that they were adding and that were going to be different. It wasn't just like a remaster. It was still a remake, but it was a lot more faithful to Tomb Raider 1. So we still want to experience that. And that doesn't mean that Tomb Raider Anniversary is bad or worse, but it just means that we want to play both. Why not? You know what I mean? So it's been something that in the community that we look back at screenshots, we look back at the trailer, and it's like, man, I'd love to be able to play this. So I gotta tell you guys this. Let me pull up Tomb of Ash's website here. All right, so I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it because it explains everything perfectly. So in the past few days, we were busy publishing screenshots of geometry from the canceled Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition. We wanted to publish a level a day just to ensure we bring back all the attention to this canceled remake. We noticed that there's still a great interest for this game, and we are beyond happy about it. That's right. As this is the last geometry screenshots we're left to publish, we need your help. The past 5 years, I was working hard to find the game, a working build, early level geometry, models, anything I could find really, and that's true. And Ash, we appreciate you. You are an absolute superhero in the Tomb Raider community. Anyway, he says, I succeeded. I found and published full game synopsis, lots of screenshots, unpublished trailers, and lots of other media. This is not all. The geometry screenshots we published in the past few days were taken by me. Yes, we got the build. How amazing is that? Okay. It is missing some of the files, but I am sure collectively we could get it to work. I was helped by two amazing community members, Nakamichi and Tiernan, who created an incredible tool that allowed us to rip geometry out and take quick renders that I then published. After all these years chasing ghosts, I am now faced with one final struggle, getting it out there. A few months ago, I contacted Crystal Dynamics community rep asking whether I'd be allowed to publish this build when I'd received it from my source. I received a firm no from their legal department. Now this is tragic. This is tragic. I then decided to team up with Naka and Tiernan to make this build to work, or at least rip the models out. They started their coding magic, and Nakamichi managed to create a ripper. My plan was to use the ripper to post screenshots of the levels and get people's attention, and then ask for the community to help peer pressure Crystal Dynamics to provide us with permission. Core design does not exist anymore. As I said earlier, I highly doubt these files present any commercial value to Crystal Dynamics, and I am sure they would not spend their time and resources making a playable game out of this. The community would benefit from the assets, or even make this build playable, or even turn it into a brand new version of Tomb Raider level editor. Who knows? Here's Nakamichi's gorgeous screenshots and renders. Just look how pretty, and for real. Stunning, stunning. We need this in our lives, everybody. Come on, look at this. All right, hardbit is done. The build is found and groundwork to make use of it is complete. This is where you come in. All right, this is where we come in, everybody. If you're a blogger, website admin, YouTuber, cosplayer, or just a fan, you need to start making noise. Send Crystal Dynamics an email asking them to give us permission to publish the assets. Tag official channels on Twitter and Facebook. We need that permission. Start petitions, create banners, raise awareness. You know the drill. Help us out on this one. I want to stress out that we cannot publish these assets without that permission, nor will we send them to anyone individually, not even in secret. Ash, come on. Come on, sis. I'm just kidding. Okay, I know this might make some of you pissed off, but before you write that hate email, consider that we did all the work researching and finding it. All we need now is a little support from you. It doesn't cost you anything to send a tweet. That's right. Please understand this decision. We need legal permission, so help us get it, and we will finally be able to play it. We are an official Tomb Raider fan site, and we might never be invited to any of the official events with this, but this is bigger than this. Signed, Tomb of Ash. And there's more screenshots. So yeah, this is huge. So if you're a Tomb Raider fan, if you're just a gamer in general, and you're like, hey, this looks fun, I'd love to play this. This is a part of Tomb Raider's history. This is a real huge heckin' deal, you know? So I mean, yeah, if you make videos, make a video. If you're on Twitter, go ahead, send those tweets, all that stuff. We need to make this a reality. I want to play this so bad, even if it's just a small demo build. We need it. And I feel like when I try to look at it from Crystal Dynamics' perspective, I can see that they might think, oh, well, if people are playing this, what if that takes sales away from, you know, Tomb Raider Anniversary, which is their game? And to me, I don't feel like it would. If anything, I think it would sell more, because once they play this, then they're like, oh, I need more of this in my life. And then they play Tomb Raider Anniversary to get like the Crystal Dynamics spin on it. You know what I mean? They're different. Even though it's technically, they're both Tomb Raider 1 remakes, they're so different. And so we need this. We need this. So Crystal Dynamics, please make this a reality. It would be such a gift to the Tomb Raider community. I mean, we've been wanting to play this for over a decade now, so please, please, please. And everybody watching, there's a petition below I have linked. There's this I have linked, the website here if you want more information, you want to read it yourself or look into it yourself. So let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's go. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace.